Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a delayed quarter crisis book tag. I'm doing this in May, so a bit delayed, but hey, that is fine, we can still do it. I'm just gonna jump straight into this and we're gonna have fun with it. The first question in this tag is, how many books have you read so far? So far this year I have read 35 books, which is very good actually. I'm getting quite close to being halfway through my goal, which is great. So I'm very happy with that progress. I'm very happy with how many books I've been reading a month. It's been in between like 7 to 9 books a month, which has been great. So very happy with that. Question 2 is, have you already found a book you think might be a 2023 favorite? If not, what was your favorite book you read that wasn't quite a 5-star? I have actually read multiple 5 stars this year, which is great. I think I'm at 6 5-stars so far. I have 3 books that I am 100% certain will be amongst my top 10 books of the year by the end of the year. And those 3 are Against the Loveless World, The Final Empire, and X's and O's. And amongst these, my absolute favorite is actually Against the Loveless World. It was such an unexpected read, but it was so beautiful, so great. I can't really imagine the book being done in any better way. Final Empire, I did expect to be a 5-star. It was so much fun and entertaining. And X's and O's was just the perfect romance for me. So those 3 books will definitely be amongst my favorites of the year. Next question is, any 1-star books, or what's your least favorite book of the year? I haven't actually had any 1-stars so far this year, although I have had a few 2-stars and disappointing reads. According to my reading log and the Copile system that I sometimes use, I fill it in but I don't base my rating on it entirely. But according to the Copile method, the lowest rated book I have read so far this year, or the book I rated the lowest, was Turtle Under Ice, which is unfortunate because I think that is 100% a matter of that book not being for me, and it's actually nothing against the book, but it simply wasn't a book for me. I don't typically read verse, it was YA, it for me wasn't interesting. There were a lot of things that just didn't click between us, so it's very unfair to the book that it is the lowest rated one I have read, but that is the truth, unfortunately. What's your most read genre so far? And actually, when I look at my reading log, my most read genre is general fiction. This one actually includes contemporaries, literary fictions. Typically, my 3 most read genres are romance, fantasy, and general fiction. For now, general fiction is at the top. It might change throughout the year. I've also been reading more thrillers and more non-fictions. It will be very interesting to see this pie chart by the end of the year, actually. Next question is, a book that surprised you? Once again, I need to say Against the Loveless World. I knew nothing about this one. This was a book I got recommended to me on Twitter for my 12 books recommended by 12 friends. That is why I picked it up. I might have seen the cover before. I never really registered it or thought about picking it up. So if I had not been given this recommendation for this challenge, I wouldn't have picked it up. And it was such an impressive read. Beautiful story, beautiful writing. It's been a while since I read this now, but I believe we're following a girl who comes from a Palestinian refugee family. So we see her living in Palestine, see her living in Jordan, multiple places, and we follow her as she grows up and how she sort of returns back home to Palestine and all of that. And it's such a beautiful story. Definitely underrated because I haven't heard people talk about it. I adored the story. I don't want to speak on it too much because I'm afraid that I will say the wrong things. But it was such an interesting and emotional and heart-wrenching read. And please just read it. It's incredible. And it surprised me. It came out of nowhere for me. A book that's come out in 2023 already that you want to read but haven't yet. One is The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi. I actually have this right next to me. I really want to pick this one up as soon as I can because I'm so freaking excited. It's a pirate story. It's adult. I haven't read anything by Chakraborty yet. I've been meaning to, but I haven't, so I don't really know if the writing will work for me. But what I've heard from the plot and what I've seen people rate it, it seems like it can be a great read. The second one that I've been meaning to read but haven't gotten to yet because I can't decide whether I want to purchase it or not is The Stolen Heir. So the next book in the Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. I've read the Cruel Prince series. Don't necessarily love it, but I can appreciate it. So I am curious to pick up the next book in that universe. I don't think I will love it. I don't expect to love it, which is why I haven't purchased it yet. But I do want to read it. We're gonna have to see. But that's a 2023 release I have yet to read. Next question. One goal that you are succeeding at. And I have multiple goals that I'm trying to keep up with this year and multiple challenges. And I do think one of the goals I'm doing great with is actually reading more nonfiction. My goal is to read at least 12 nonfictions this year, which is basically one nonfiction a month. I'm definitely reading one nonfiction a month. I've been really into memoirs, but I've also been reading like more than one nonfiction a month occasionally. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good with that one. I'm also doing good with keeping up with my Buzzword-a-thon year-long challenge. So far I've done every month. Can't say the same for the 12 recommendations challenge or Globetrotter-a-thon, but we're getting there. I'm still keeping up. I haven't really been in a reading slump either, which has been great. I don't remember that many of my other goals yet. I'm doing quite well at sticking to my year-long challenges, which makes me happy. And yeah, obviously, as I mentioned, I'm almost halfway through my Goodreads goal already, and we're only like at the start of May. So I'm doing pretty well with like the count of books as well, I guess. The question following that is one goal that you need to focus on. This is my attempting to read half of my physical TBR. I am reading more physical books this year than I did last year, I feel like. Still, I'm not getting books off my shelf. I don't know why. I'm really trying here. So far I have read 15 books of my physical TBR, which isn't really that bad, but it's not amazing either. And if I want to halve my physical TBR, which at the start of the year meant that I need to read 64 books of my physical TBR, I sort of need to step it up. Oh, and also I wanted to read more translated books and I wanted to do more book reviews, I think. Haven't read that many translated books. I think I read 2 so far, so that's not a lot. And I haven't done any book like singular video, sit down video with a book review type of thing. I have done themed vlogs where I discuss the books, but I haven't done like the sit down, I'm gonna talk about this one book now type of video. Final question. I've been speeding through this, but final question is a new to you blogger, booktuber, bookstagrammer, book talker that you would recommend. First of all, I don't really follow bookstagrammers, bloggers, or book talkers, so I can only recommend booktubers. These aren't necessarily new ones, and they are definitely bigger channels than mine, so I don't feel like they probably need me recommending them because I think people already know about them. But some people I've been loving to watch recently, like I've been loving their vlogs, especially. I've been in such a vlog mood this last month or so. We have Madison Fox. I have followed her for a while. I think her romance recommendations are great, but she recently started doing weekly vlogs and I love watching them. I'm obsessed with them because she lives in New York. She has a great personality, a great style. It's just so fun to follow her every day. So I've been loving her vlogs. And then I also quite recently started to watch Allison Paiges vlogs. I've seen her around before. I don't think I was subscribed, but I have seen her videos before. But lately I've just been really into her vlogs as well. She's been moving, she has a great style as well, a great personality, she's a lot of fun. Her background music to her vlogs is like game music, like Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, like it's so much fun. Quick and short Quarter Crisis book tag. Yeah, I don't have that much to add, I think. Thank you so much for watching this video and thank you for your constant support. I just wanted to say that. I hope you have a lovely day. Please take care and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes